CHAFETZ Chaim was Kodesh Kodeshim. When he's already in his later years, he had to move because of everything that was happening during the First World War. It was getting close to Radin, and they had to escape. They had to escape deeper part into the country, and they went into deep Russia. And in Russia, the CHAFETZ Chaim, on his first Shabbat there, saw for the first time in his life a Mechalel Shabbat. A Jew violating Shabbat. And he starts hysterical crying. Imagine, an old man crying is dangerous, life risk. He starts hysterical crying, and his Talmidim are trying to calm him down. They know he's crying. Why are you crying for the Rab? What do you mean? It's a Mechalel Shabbat. Look what's happening here. What is a Jew doing to himself? He's separating himself from HaShem. And he's crying. And then eventually calms down and goes back to Shabbat, goes back to learning Torah, teaching Torah. A week later, again the CHAFETZ Chaim sees a Mechalel Shabbat again. And this time he starts crying, but not crying like last time. Much, much more. To the point where they can't stop him. He's just crying hysterical. And he said, Kvod Rav, please at least tell us something. Why are you crying so much more this week than last week? CHAFETZ Chaim answers them an answer that's worth $1 billion for anyone who could understand it. He said, last week when I saw a Jew violating Shabbat, I cried for that Jew. I cried for that Jew who's desecrating the Shabbat, desecrating a Kadosh Baruch Hu's name, distancing himself away from his Father in heaven, completely untying any connection to the Creator of the world. I cried for that. But this week I started crying when I saw a Jew violate Shabbat, because that's what you're supposed to do when you feel for Am Yisrael. But then I thought to myself, woe unto you, Israel Meir, woe unto you, Israel Meir, that since this is already the second time that you've seen a Mechalel Shabbat, you don't feel as much pain as you did last week. And I said to myself, Israel Meir, that was his name, the CHAFETZ Chaim, Israel Meir, you're ruined. And I cry to myself as I realize I'm ruined. Why? My sensitivity is already ruined. Why? I saw it. I saw wicked people twice. I've been around wicked people long enough. I'm ruined. This is the mind of the tzaddikim. This is the mind of the tzaddikim. This is our Torah Kedosha. It has the power to protect you. It has the power to bring you extraordinary joy. But if you allow wicked people to roam around your life on a regular basis, and you do not elevate those people to the Torah, either because they're Amalek and they refuse and they hate the Torah, or because you're simply deciding for them that they can't handle it, then those wicked people will impact you and will turn you into them. It's just a matter of time. The only thing that you can do to protect yourself from wicked people, whether those wicked people are family members, friends, partners, whatever it is, only ways we've learned today. 1, don't associate with them at all. Run away. Like the Rambam says, go to the desert. That's not realistic for most people. Why? You work in New York, you work in Florida, you work in England, you work in Tel Aviv, you work in different places. Wicked people are everywhere. So to disassociate from all of those people while being in the business world, while even being in a yeshiva frum world, still there's wicked people everywhere. To disassociate completely, it's not realistic for most people. Now, of course, you could limit it. You don't have to go to your cousin's house and your aunt's mixed wedding and all those things. Of course, you limit that stuff. But to eliminate it completely, it's virtually impossible. All you can do is contain it to some extent. Second part is that when it comes to wicked people, you can't run away from them completely. Second token, you can't embrace them and be close to them, because then you're going to turn into a wicked person. So what do you have to do? You have to, number one, be selective. If they're wicked out of ignorance, then try to enlighten them with Torah. Give them a CD, give them a USB. You go to BeEzratHashem.org, the store, you order yourself some USBs, you order yourself some CDs, and you give it to people just like you would a business card. Always have something available to people. That's the best thing. I say also you should share links with them and share the videos with people, but sometimes people want something tangible in their hand in order to take it seriously. So they may end up watching the videos on the internet anyway, but only because you gave them something tangible in their hand. Give them a CD, give them a USB, introduce them to the app, and little by little you'll see some change. Why? Because we teach Torah. That's Torah. It's not Torah that's being catered to low or high people. It's simply Torah. It's Torah as it's supposed to be.